All right, thank you for tuning into another episode. Rocking with you here late on a Sunday. I waited to hopefully some news would shake out, but nothing really shaked out on basketball and football. Basketball though, they did announce the schedules, so let's go to that. They did announce the Christmas Day schedules. I don't know if that I saw that in Shams. Um, what's funny is that ESPN, if Woj doesn't report it, if Shams breaks the story, Shams, if he breaks the story, they act like it never happened. Like Shams broke the opening night game is Lakers and Warriors on the 18th. Shams also broke the Christmas Day schedule. So it's going to be the Bucks at the Celtics. Makes sense. Sixers at Knicks. This is an interesting one. The Knicks get in the game instead of Miami. Um, or the Nets, meaning, the NBA doesn't predict Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving going to be there. And Suns at Nuggets makes sense. Lakers at Mavericks, Luca and LeBron makes sense. And Warriors Grizzlies makes sense. A good rivalry. I think the Grizzlies play the Warriors as well as any team in the league. Put all that together. That's the Christmas Day schedule. It shows who the league, thinks are going to be the future faces of the league. Kind of surprised Minnesota didn't get a shot. I don't know if the league is as invested in Anthony Edwards as I am in. He's my favorite young player in this league. Him and Cade Cunningham. I mean, it's just this league is just stocked full of talent. But the Christmas Day schedule really shows what the league is thinking. And the marquee game is obviously probably going to be Lakers at Mavericks. Suns at Nuggets is going to be great. The Nuggets have all their guys back. It's just you know, just like this, we're back to basketball. Team's going to be going to training camp pretty soon. So the biggest story is, will KD and Kyrie be on the Nets by then? We'll see. I'm not hearing any noise. I don't think anybody's heard any noise. Anything's coming close. Um, I stopped checking in with Woj and Shams. All the NBA guys are on vacation. They're out of the country. This is August is their downtime. So it might not mean something's not happening. A lot of the guys do the reporting are gone. They're out of connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a thing that we wake up one day and the trade is gone down. So that is that. Um, yeah, but what I was talking you know, I don't think this is journalism like, politics where everybody should be talking about pretty much the same thing. But I think it's kind of ridiculous that ESPN won't report on stories like when KD went to Joe Tsai and asked for either Nash and Marks to be fired or him to go as either or. ESPN act like the story didn't happen until Joe Tsai put out a tweet like 6 hours later. So, I mean, that's a huge story. So who cares if Shams broke it? I mean, ESPN is ESPN. Shams works for like the stadium or Yahoo or some shit like that. Nobody ain't paying attention to that shit. So what does it matter? Um, NFL, nothing really happened today. Another preseason game. Who gives a damn? Um, uh, I think preseason games, they're all hitting overs. I think every preseason game except the one that I bet on, uh, which is my luck, would has hit the over. So look out for that. It says a money making vehicle. Um, let's go to pro football talk. Sean Watson's gonna get booed everywhere he goes. Yeah, probably. It was interesting for the baseball fans, the Astros, when they did their scandal. And then that whole next season, people were like, oh man, they're going to get booed. People are going to hate them. And then the pandemic happened. And then there was no home games. And then everybody just moved on. So it just shows people's propensity to move on. That was something that off the field, there was no ambiguity to it. They cheated, right? So it shouldn't, for a fan a pure sports fan can boo against someone that is cheating to win, right? Even they got over it because by the time the pandemic was done and people were back in the stands, nobody was really booing them like that, right? So is this just going to be a 1 year theory? He just has to take his medicine and move on. The fact that the suspension didn't come down, the fact that they're even negotiating with him still, I thought they were just going to cut his head off. I don't know what's going on here. I thought they were just going, put their feet on his neck, but I guess 12 games and $8 million. Because the thing is, it is going to be 2 whole seasons since he hasn't played. So from the perspective of Deshaun Watson, you do need to get on the field at some point. I don't care how talented you are. So, anything else here? Another playing team complaining about the stadium conditions at Allegiant Field. They're supposed to be able to grow grass outside of the field in Las Vegas and then move it in. So the grass is always supposed to be great, but I guess it was terrible today. No one got hurt, but get your shit together. It's a $1 billion business. The last thing you should be worrying about, the absolute last thing, is the conditions on the field. That should never be a concern in $1 billion business, right? That's like Apple being worried that their software engineers can't use their laptops. Their laptops are breaking down. Like, that should be the last of the concern, right? So the NFL, they got to get their shit together with this, because this is the 4th one. I saw this right here. This reminded me of back in the old days. Bitonio worries that J.C. Treader, who was a starter for the Browns last year, is being backballed because his plans for player safety. So now he's the president of the Players Union. I think this happened to the former president. He was another tackle, like Winston or something like that. Let's see if they say his name here. Yeah, it looks like I don't know. I don't think you can be the president of the Players Union without being in the league, and I think he has. They said it right here too. The Browns lost their starting center, right? And the Bucks lost their center, and neither team has even discussed bringing him in. He's on the Players Union, like blackballing the leader of the Players Union. You have to deal with the Players Union representative. That's the way the game goes. But I guess that's how they playing it, man. It reminds you. I said it reminded me. I worked at AT&T, and I was on the union there, and that eventually led to me getting fired. It's just, I was a young boy, and I was under the impression that everybody. There's rules in the book saying you follow the rules. The rules say you can't retaliate against the people in the union. So everybody follows the rules, right? Fuck out of here. You tell your bosses what to do. You try to punish your boss, they're gonna come after you. Rain, sleet, or snow, they're gonna come after you. That's a lot of these times where I hear these stories about people saying, "Oh, if my blah would have told him," no, you wouldn't. If my employer would have said this, I would have did this. Who talks shit to their boss? That's a good way to get fired. Maybe in this climate, because you don't care and you can get a job like this, but if you talk stuff to your boss, they take it personally. You argue hard with the boss. There's very rare people where you can play really competitive games versus them, competitive fire, competitive spirit, and they don't take it personally after the game. The best line I ever heard about taking it personally. They tell me not to take it personally, but everybody's a person, right? So how else should I take it? So I don't know. It sucks. Maybe then be a warning to everybody. Don't do this shit. So, all right. Slow day, obviously. So, hopefully things pick up on Monday. All right. Thanks for rocking with me. Games again. All right. Thank you for watching this clip. Do me a favor. Push the button. Hit subscribe. Come on, man. Push it.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
And do what's right. You heard her. Push the button. The game is a game.
So what's up, man? What's up with you otherwise, The game is a game. Always.